Hey guys and girls, it's Wootini from GayGamer.net here with another one of my video podcasts. This week I'm going to make it real quick, just talk about what I'm hoping to see at E3, because there won't be a podcast next week because I will be at E3. So next week, nothing. The week after, epic. NaviFairy and I will give you the rundown after everything we've seen in E3, and we'll talk about what we saw, what we liked, what we didn't like, what we were surprised by, because there's always surprises. That's what I'm hoping for. Because going into it, basically, there's the new Nintendo console. That's going to be Nintendo's big push this time around. And they blew everybody out of the water last year. Sony had their Move, and Microsoft had the Kinect. And then Nintendo's like, hey, how about 3D in your hand with no glasses required? What do you think of that? And pretty much blew the competition away. I don't know if they'll be able to do that again this year. They've been keeping a tight lid on their follow-up, so we'll see what they can actually come up with. Hopefully they don't go too crazy with things, you know, like all the rumors of touchscreen controllers and stuff. I just don't know how I feel about that, because if you're using a controller, you're looking at the screen and you're not looking at the buttons. You need to have a controller where you can feel the buttons and know where they are and press them without having to look down at the controller. But if you have a touchscreen, that's flat. There's no tactile response. You're going to need to look down to see what you're doing. I just worry. So, but that could be completely off base, and who knows? It could be mind controlled for all we know. It's the next step. But then of course Sony has their NGP Vita, whatever they're calling it now. Hopefully, I mean, Nintendo's calling it Project Cafe, which clearly won't be the real name. Who knows what they'll call it. Hopefully it's not going to be as bad as Vita. Hopefully they'll come up with something else too. I don't know. Of course, we all thought the Wii sounded really stupid, and you just get used to it. But, you know, Sony's handheld looks ridiculous, incredibly powerful. It's like a PS3 in your hand, which is amazing. We'll see if they can still manage to lure in gamers with this new handheld, because I feel like Nintendo kind of owns the handheld market. I mean, the PSP is big, and a lot of people have PSPs. I have a PSP. I don't play it very often because they don't have a lot of games that are coming out for it. At least not that I'm really into. And I feel like the PSP has kind of always struggled to compete with the DS. But now the 3DS is its own thing, and it's struggling. So maybe now's the time for Sony to jump in and be like, hey, 3D hurts your eyes? Look at us. Look at these beautiful graphics that will do nothing but massage your eyes with their beauty. So, you know, I mean, again, they're doing the whole touchscreen thing, and then the touchpad in the back. It's like all these touch controls. I'm not really sure how I feel about it, but creative developers can do crazy things with them, so who knows. As for Microsoft, I'm not really sure what they're going to show. They might have a trick up their sleeve. For all we know, they'll be like, hey, here's the new Xbox 720, or whatever they're going to call it. You know, I don't know. Maybe they don't have a surprise. Maybe they're just going to be like, here's some really awesome games. Because Lord knows I could do with some awesome games, because my Kinect is, you know, collecting dust. Well, it's not collecting dust. I mean, everything in my apartment collects dust, because it's like everything in here is a dust magnet. I have pet dust bunnies. It's really sad. Like, nothing. I can't keep anything free of dust. But that's not why you're here. Anyway, the Kinect, I use it, but mostly just for Your Shape Fitness, and the occasional round of Dance Central. There have not been any good Kinect games in a while, so I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of cool new Kinect games. Just like I'm also looking forward to seeing what everybody's doing with the 3D for the 3DS. You know, there's Gabrielle's Ghostly Groove in 3D, a little 3D rhythm dancing game, and Cooking Mama is in 3D now, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. And whatever else anybody else wants to throw at me. So that's it. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a surprise from Sony, or from Microsoft, I mean, or just some really good games. I don't really know what to expect. There's always surprises, so tune in the week after next for NaviFairy and me. We will do a little roundup of E3. So I'll keep things short since that one's going to be long. Later, folks!